Darts.
We're live, everybody. Live on my channel. What is happening? Who's hanging out with us tonight? Who all's into hizzy? Let's see here. As I'm still fumbling away in frickin' the live control room. BT Cruiser, what's up, BT?
Hey,
Kenny
that's
B.
awesome. Jeez.
As we went live, YouTube gave me a prompted ad for UFC 246 with giant Conor McGregor.
Ah, it's like it knows. It knows what goes into your heart.
Right? It's fitting.
What's up, Forrest? Mike! Like Norm.
Forrest.
Michael Morris. You hate the cold? You wouldn't want to be here. Our church! What's up, church? Little angels here. Steve-O! What's up, Steve-O? Thanasis. How you doing, Thanasis? Christian. Or Kristen, sorry. Not Christian. Kristen. Kristen! Chevy man, booyah. Booyah, man. Good to see you. Meg. Hi, Meg. Karen Seabolt's here.
Eggs. Karen.
So who else? Anybody? I mean, it is a blizzard out there, so I don't expect all that many people. People out making snowball, big snow forts, having snowball fights.
Hell yeah.
Self a little igloo and go vape in it.
Hi, Larry.
Larry.
Larry. Lewis Knight. How you doing, Lewis?
It's my paper.
Red
Ryan.
Wagon. What's up, Red
Ryan.
Wagon? Putt in the house.
Up,
Frank
man.
Einstein. Are you guys getting shellacked over there, Frank Einstein? I heard a vicious rumor you guys were going to get hit. Natalie Haywood. Natalie!
Ellie.
How you doing, girl? 808 Kevin K.
Lola.
Exactly, Alola. Addy Tooney doesn't even play Pokemon. He's Alola.
I just thought he was from Hawaii.
V-Dog. V-Dog.
Dog.
Yeah, I heard a rumor you guys are going to get hit this weekend, that some of the snow's going to escape and get over the top and hit you guys. Both. Red Wagon. Both. I'm currently playing both games. Sword, I've already beat, so I'm using that as my breeding copy. So that's where all my fun Pokemon are at, and then Shield, I'm just doing a regular playthrough, just kind of getting there through whenever I want it. Snowmageddon 2020. It would be nice. I remember, I think New Year's about 10 years ago, I want to say, where it was a New Year's or Christmas, but it just started and then it just shut the city down for like a week. It was freaking fantastic. They wouldn't let us come into work, so I just stayed at home sleeping. That's Western Washington. You get like 4 inches of snow on the ground. They just shut the whole place down. They're like, nope. Well, V-Dog, you wouldn't like to look out my window. V-Dog, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. So, latest show recommendation that I'm recommending for people. James May, Our Man in Japan. For anybody that likes the Grand Tour, or what was the show they were doing before Grand Tour? Oh, my brain's gonna hurt. Trying to think up this. Trying to remember what it's called. I know my cat really likes it.
What streaming service is this?
It's on Amazon Prime. It'll take me 2 seconds. Top Gear. Thank you, OR Church. Yes. Top Gear. One of the best shows ever, Top Gear. Just a ton of fun. It's three British dudes hanging out and just driving cars entirely too fast and wrecking them sometimes.
Well, and the polar opposite of The Office, the American version is the shit one, and the English version is the good one.
Yeah, that's true. The American version of Top Gear is awful.
It's bad. It was a horrible idea.
But then they did 3 regular seasons of the Grand Tour on Amazon.
Yeah.
which was even better than the original show was. And now they're kind of breaking off and doing their own solo projects. And so they send James May to Japan for like 2 months to try and figure out Japanese culture. And it's actually just really like he's been there before, and so he knows some things. He knows very little Japanese, and so he winds up apologizing about everything because he dishonors himself and the country just over and over and over again. But yeah, it was fantastic. It's really it's kind of a nice take because like not everything goes his way. Like he was supposed to go he was supposed to go see some sort of weird horse race, and it turned out to be really boring. And the day that they were supposed to go, he couldn't get there, so he wound up going a different day. But he just comes out straightforward. He's like, it was too boring to make the cut. Like it was awful. And they go octopus hunting once, and or not octopus fishing because Japanese people apparently really like octopus, and they don't catch anything. So he comes back and he's like, well, you know, we could go buy an octopus and come back and pretend that we caught this octopus, but we're not going to. So, yeah, it's just a really fun show, and it's kind of heartfelt. You know, nothing super crazy like Top Gear happens, but it's just if you like James May.
I see my Lord Wrench out there. What's up, Greg?
My Lord Wrench. Hi, Swaggy Thing.
Swagalicious.
Swagalicious in the house. But yeah, so that's my recommendation this week is James May, our man in Japan. If you have Amazon Prime, check it out. And while you're there, you can give a sub to the one and only Lumi1992 on Twitch.
Wow!
She would appreciate it. That is basically a $3 super chat to the Lumi.
$3 adds up.
$3 adds up when enough people come in. So yeah, just imagine like 500 people going over and subbing to Lumi right now.
I would cry.
She would cry. Plus, she's pretty funny on her streams. Hi, Kimsey. I know I saw Little Angel saying something nice about me earlier.
Watched all of your videos so that she could try to get familiar with percentages and stuff, which is hilarious, because I hope you don't watch any of the videos with me in it.
I think I watched every video on your channel and Wendy's to find out what percentages to use. And guess what? It was thing ordered. What?
She probably ordered things.
Oh, yeah. I have a bad habit of making people order stuff. Because I tell you about how good things are. Really bad habit of doing that. Socrates! Beep, beep, mofo! Beep, beep!
I realized there was something we did not do that we probably should have done.
What's that?
So, we did the best flavors of 2019.
Okay.
And then we did the best RDAs of 2019, which a lot of us didn't get too many RDAs, but a lot of us watched TV and movies. So none of us went over the best TV shows of 2019 or the best movies of 2019.
Okay. Yeah, okay. We can certainly do that.
I just have to remember what came out in 2019, though.
What was the best video game you played in 2019?
Did Assassin's Creed Odyssey come out? Was that 2019?
Just a game you played. Doesn't have to be the game. It doesn't have to be a game that came out in 2019. It's new to you. It's new to you.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Mine was Fire Emblem Three Houses. That was the best game I played in 2019. It was amazing. Actually, I'll probably wind up after I get tired of Pokemon. I'll probably go back to that, and then when I get tired of that, I'll go back to Pokemon. just in time for the new DLC to come out, like in June. I think June is when DLC comes out. They're opening up more realms and giving us like 200 Pokemon. 200 more Pokemon to go catch. So, Larry, Jedi Fallen Order. I've seen a bunch of people playing Fallen Order and really loving it. What's up, Kevin Bacon?
Go.
Fallout 4 is still your favorite game? Meter, you've taken to gaming over on various platforms.
Indubitably.
Do you have a favorite game that came out?
For 2019, it was in late 2019. It would have been Call of Duty Mobile.
Oh, okay.
When you got the extra GUR built up and you're already pooping, why not take it out by shooting people in the face?
It's true. Yeah, I mean, I still play Final Fantasy Record Keeper on the toilet. That's a great
There
game.
you go. See?
It's a great game. They introduced all sorts of new mechanics this year. They had awakenings and synchro abilities, and yeah. You know what? They had a festival where there was like six freaking synchros available. I got one, so I have one synchro move. So I'm gonna use that to try and kill everybody.
Hell yeah. Get in where you fit in.
Yeah. Toonie's out of frame. I'm assuming he didn't play any games this year.
No, I was just relaxing. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I used to be a big time gamer till I started vaping.
Yeah. Number 2 would be Pokemon Sword and Shield. I love the Pokemon games because you can pick them up, play as much as you want, and then just save the game and walk away. Like it's always been it's a traditional RPG. It's like Final Fantasy 4 and 6 and like those. But like there's tons of stuff to do if you really want to, but you don't have to. You don't have to get as deep into it as I get into it. You don't have to go breed your own special Pokemon and then plot on trading them over to your other version of the game and all sorts of stuff.
I still, every time I go through my password book, I see my Steam password, and I think of all that stuff I still have in there.
You should gift your Steam password to Rin and watch the joy happen.
Oh.
Rin would be like,
should.
"What? Look at all these games, Eddie Tooney."
I'll have to ask her. Remind me to ask her.
I think she's supposed to be on tomorrow. I think we had a Rinless weekend last weekend.
Good deal.
Jail Time Flavors, what's up? Dig Dug.
I think I fucked up by asking the favorite TV series because I'm just looking through all the stuff that came out.
I'd probably come up with a couple. My favorite TV series that came out this year. The Witcher was really, really fun. I don't know that it was the best of anything except for it had the best song that I heard all year.
It did.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, everybody. If you want a song stuck in your head, go watch it. The Mandalorian was a ton of fun. I don't know that it was the best of anything except for it did have the cutest thing ever. It did have Baby Yoda.
Yeah, it was definitely the most Baby Yoda.
Yeah, the most Baby Yoda. One I started watching, I think it was a couple weeks ago, that was really good was You. That was really well acted and creepy as fuck. It's about a guy who falls in love with women, basically at first sight, and then proceeds to stalk the shit out of them.
That's creepy.
It is a creepy ass show, but it's really good. Really good show.
I like that new Star Trek series.
The Star Trek Discovery?
Yeah.
Yeah. Star Trek Discovery has been rocking.
Well, I just started watching, catching up on Lost in Space. I still don't know
Lost
how
in Space is good. Fidalgo! I still haven't mailed your package, Fidalgo. You got Toonie's package though. Yes. My plan is to go out tomorrow morning before the show and mail stuff because I need to go mail my passport so I can get the renewed passport in. They do have a new Lost in Space. It's good. It's really good.
I enjoyed Killing Eve. Season 2 came out this year.
Because I spent like the last 6 months catching up on all the DC shows so that I could watch Crisis on Infinite Earths.
That's what Mr. Lummy's been doing, Batwoman.
Yeah. I actually like Batwoman. Did it get canceled?
Nope.
Okay.
Super Supergirl, Batwoman, Legends of Tomorrow, Flash all got renewed.
Excellent. And Arrow's getting a new show.
Yeah, I think they're getting the
Green
Canaries.
Arrow and the Canaries. And then they're going to be doing a Lois and Clark show with the new Superman, which I'm actually really looking forward to because, quite frankly, he's the best Superman I've seen on screen since Christopher Reeves. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. A Snowpiercer series is coming.
Yeah, I was just going to say the Snowpiercer
awesome.
series.
Oh, that'd be freaking awesome. Just all the politics from
excited
train car to train car. Yeah.
That, and there's a rumor that they're going to go more into the actual incident that caused the whole fucking global crisis,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
could just confirm the Willy Wonka sequel theory.
Willy Wonka.
It was all Willie's fault?
No, there's a
was
whole
Charlie's
theory
fault?
about how Snowpiercer is the sequel to Willy Wonka. Wilford
pretty
is Wilford is what's his name?
Charlie?
Charlie, yeah. Because he took on Wonka's name when he won the factory, and then when shit went crazy, he changed it to Wilfred instead of Wonka, but kept the W because that was already the major logo for all the corporations.
Oh,
Which
okay.
explains how he got the food systems down, how he had the optimization, how he had all the mechanisms to get everything in place.
Good theory.
Yeah, there's a whole fucking Reddit community on it. It gets pretty deep. There's a lot of similarities that can be correlated between what was left at the end of the original Willy Wonka movie and how Snowpiercer picks up.
TMS, what's up, man? Lock and Key. Yeah, Lock and Key's going to be sweet if they stick to the comics. That's going to be trippy. Trippy as hell. There's a show that was really good that I don't know how many people watched. Nosferatu. It's spelled NOS4, number 4, letter A, number 2. Nosferatu. So they got through the first half of the book, and they actually did a remarkable job with it. It was really good. But that one's on Hulu. Hulu, of course.
I didn't know Minecraft had a TV series. Minecraft Epic.
Jesus.
That doesn't
What the
surprise me.
hell? It actually has really high ratings. I'm going to have to look this up. Where can I find it?
Yep, Joe King. Joe Hill. He calls himself Joe Hill, but Joe King. Yeah, Stephen King's son. Yeah, it's. I've got the book here actually. It's one of the better horror books I've read in a long time. It's on that shelf somewhere. I know it's there somewhere. Can't hide forever. Maybe you can.
Oh, also known as PewDiePie's Epic Adventure. I'm less interested.
What?
Oh, so PewDiePie? It's a PewDiePie show?
I don't know, but it just ruined it.
Well, I've got it. I know I've got that book here somewhere. You know what? It might be in one of the... Yeah, it might be in one of the boxes I never bothered to unpack.
Yay, moving.
Yep. So that's how moving goes. You're like, okay, well, I don't really need that, so it's staying in a box.
It's important
Till I
enough to go,
actually
just
need it.
not important enough to unpack immediately.
So, but yeah, that's probably the best show. Best movie I saw all year was Joker. So, anybody have anything better than Joker for actual just movie?
Spider-Man Homecoming, was that this year?
Yes, that was this year. That wasn't better than Joker, I don't think, but
I
we can
haven't
agree
gone
to
watch
disagree.
Joker. Well, I haven't gotten to watch the Joker yet.
Joker's pretty trippy.
I did get this today from one of my Christmas presents. I got a Target gift card, so boom.
Chromecast. Uh-oh.
She's been trying to wiggle her dongle at people for like an hour. Don't let her feel fancy about it.
I'm really excited because that means I could go on Amazon Prime and rent Joker and watch it on my projector.
True. Expermiser V3. I remember the Expermiser V1. That was a leaky son of a gun. But it was cool. That was like a K-Fun on steroids.
Yeah.
With a top fill, right? The Expermiser was
Yeah.
the one with the top fill. And therein lied all the issues.
I think they're up to version 4 now. They're still making like a version of it, I think.
I'm making a list now while I'm going through this of shows that I need to watch.
BT Cruiser says, sorry, V4. Well, yeah, that Amazon Prime series. Watch the Grand Tour if you like cars at all. At all. Although I know you love cars. Lumi. You'll love the Grand Tour. Because it's so
Lumi,
funny.
Have you watched Sarah and Tune yet?
Mm. I have lost the link to her.
Go for it, Fidalgo. You got a wrench. That's why I gave you a wrench, man.
I'm really terrible at watching streams because I normally hop from other people's stream to doing my own stream, and by the time that's done,
Well, she's
It's
got
really
like a
hard.
ton of videos. You can just watch a couple videos that pique your interest.
yeah, it's hard for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna sit down and watch something now because I'm always streaming. So I'm just like, I have a hard time keeping up with the DC shows, but I still manage it.
If you shop on F,
Yes, David R. Yeah, it's the same three guys that were on the Grand Tour, or that were on Top Gear in the UK. When not Richard Hammond, there's Richard Hammond, James May, and Jeremy Clarkson. Haha. Jeremy Clarkson. Jeremy Clarkson got fired for, I think he punched a dude.
Yeah, punched a dude in the face. That, and there was a lot of speculation that he was getting really handsy backstage with a lot of people, and it was not being tolerated as much anymore. Like non-discriminately, like you get a hand, everybody gets an inappropriate hand kind of thing.
Okay. So he's just laying upside everybody's head.
Just everybody's getting attaboys, and they were tired of it, I guess.
Okay. So yeah, they went over to Amazon. And they're all hanging out over, that's right, the shaved orangutan. Yeah.
There's a show called The Ninja Nanny. Really? Really?
Ninja Nanny.
I decided I was going to look at it through like best ratings, and sadly, it's listed at 145, right above The Mandalorian at 146.
Is Ninja Nanny just like a bad translation for The Mandalorian, maybe?
Ooh. That's a good point.
wow, meters on point.
It does have an 8.8 rating.
Swaggy Shane says Ninja Nanny is fantastic.
Oh my god, of course.
Yeah, but he also puts hot sauce on his breakfast. You got to judge his character with a little grain of salt.
I do sometimes put hot sauce on my biscuits and gravy.
See? That's why we got to worry about you.
I'll add it to my list and ponder it.
Trying to light your butthole on fire first thing in the morning.
I also put that link in our private chat, Lumi.
Hopefully I'll remember to actually save it this time.
So we should mix something at some point tonight. I don't know what I want to do.
I'm just
So
over
that-
here re-wicking stuff.
That Yeg clone I made it's nowhere near Yeg. Because I don't have a good oatmeal, but man, I'll tell you the what is it? The Wonder Flavors Bavarian Cream with some FA cookie and some 027. Man, that's a nice combo.
Sounds
I
good.
got really scared because Jen Berger Coleman messaged me after I made my Yig wannabe recipe, and I've never tasted it anymore, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in trouble.
See, I knew me and Natalie would be best friends. She said nothing wrong with hot sauce. That's right. Put a little hot sauce on your biscuit and gravy.
Yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with hot sauce. I'm just saying first thing in the morning is not
Yeah,
the
first
time
thing
you
in
want
the
to set
morning.
fire to your brown eye, man.
Mm.
You don't want to test that O-ring as soon as you wake up.
Well, see, I'd be more worried about that. I'd be more worried about just firing out the dinner.
That's true.
That's where things would get hectic. In the morning, you know, if you let's assume that you poop 2 times a day, that one would be waiting for you in the afternoon.
People poop twice a day?
Sometimes,
Really?
yeah.
That sounds terrible.
No, it's wonderful.
Not if you do it right.
Yeah, you go hang out. You go hang out. You go hang out. You take your phone with you. Take
Call
your
of Duty
phone.
Mobile.
Exactly. Call it Call
So
of
Greg,
Duty.
yeah, Greg, that Wonder Flavors Bavarian cream is amazing.
It is really really good. Takes a couple days to steep in, but man, tasty. It's nice, and I love that nice dark vanilla it's got. It's just a lovely dark cream flavor. So good. So good.
Yeah, I was fascinated that my husband can poop once a day, twice a day. I couldn't imagine that.
Some folks, that's how it goes, Lumi. When you keep your meals balanced and
Yeah.
exercise and do things like that, it all of a sudden you're pooping twice a day.
That's the way the digestive cookie crumbles.
Yeah, there's some people poop more than that, Lumi.
That's a speculoos.
Yeah, some people poop more than that, depending on the level of fiber and protein they're intaking.
That's right.
I have IBS, so I don't know this joy.
I'm gonna go make myself another hot apple cider. Tooney's in charge now.
Oh fuck.
Things about to get dirty in here, everybody. Dirty.
So I'm gonna find the link and I'm gonna drop it out because a few of us are gonna be in with
Pippa.
yes, with Pippa Sunday.
Yes. Talk about the brush fires, Addie Tooney.
Yes. Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
there. At first, she
Awesome.
sent me a message saying, "Hey, do you want to be on this show at 7 p.m. Eastern Time?" And I was like, "That's when Jennifer Jarvis's show is. I don't think I could come." And then I find out it's at midnight, so I'm good.
Oh, good. So there's a link out there. Yeah, it's yeah, some people in Australia need our help. It's a mess over there. There is.
Well-
I hate it when I minimize the stream by accident. It always gets lost.
Where to go?
Yeah, so I made a chocolate glazed donut too. I think that was that same night, the Lumi takeover. Or was that the Tuesday takeover? I don't remember.
There was a couple Lumi takeovers while Fresh was under the weather, but we did a Tuesday one with Rin, you, Larry, and myself.
Yeah, that chocolate glazed donut came out nice too. I gotta post both those recipes up.
I did some kind of a hazelnut wafer, I think.
Yes.
And I really liked it, and it went away really quick. But then I went over to Bull City and I got my order, and for 4 ounces of my Mullenberry Bayless.
Oh, nice. I never had that flavor. What is it?
It tastes like a hazelnut kind of light chocolate wafer.
Oh, yum.
Wafer. So, I've already done some work on my 120.
Nice. So it's just straight one shot?
Yep, this is the one shot. This is the actual mix.
I mean, did you use it as a one shot?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
This
Oh,
is
that's
gonna
from
be-
their, I got it. That's their one shot recipe.
Yeah, that's theirs.
Got it.
Oh, I didn't get s'mores. What is wrong with me? I was supposed to get the s'mores too.
You vaped that up like in a week, didn't you? That whole thing.
The Bayless and the s'mores just disappeared out from under me, and it was very depressing. And then I had to sit there and wait for Bull City to bring the one shots out because I'm like, "They're the one shots."
DTF in the house. DTF. DTF.
Throwing shit around here.
Now I just have to make sure I don't pour the one or drip the one shot.
Yeah, it would not end up too well.
The bottles are very similar.
Meter, the dogs are pretty mellow tonight.
That's because it's been storming all day. So they've been running around. The sirens went off earlier, and it
Oh
was raining
boy.
sideways. So we were back and forth watching the storm. They're all worn out.
What do you guys got queued up for next Tuesday on the Mixin' Show, Louise?
Kind of just a wing it.
A wing it night?
Whatever tickles my fancy. I gotta look at my wall of flavors, which I am currently working on.
You guys are like overdue to have Brian back on for a special guest visit.
I feel like he's going to avoid this show because I'm going to be on him like flies on honey.
It still fascinates me. He bought like a store display of this stand up basket, like several baskets, round baskets that stood up and they all rotated. He had all his flavorings in there. It was so cool. He would wheel it around the house.
I need to go back and find that. That sounds awesome. I know I really only got to watch the one where they made the Arnold Palmer. And at that point, I was like, what the fuck? Because I didn't even know who Fresh was at the time. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I came right in before eye contact.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah,
and I was like, what the fuck is this?
That's when the show got a little dirty about that point.
Yeah, like Nick was super intrigued. He's like, people are making e-liquid that tastes like Arnold Palmer. I might want to try that. And I was like, yeah, like this might save us some money. Like this was my first experience into seeing DIY, and then eye contact happens, and he's like, what the fuck are you watching? And then I was like, I have no fucking clue.
So if your husband wouldn't have pointed the show out, you might have passed right by it.
No, I was watching it. He was just in the background listening.
Oh, got it.
Because at the time I was like, hey, I really like my drop because I got the drop not knowing who crafted it. And then I found out who crafted it, and then I realized he was on YouTube, so I started watching him on YouTube.
Got it. It's coming together now. I hope you get to meet Brian one day. He's a loving guy. He's a super nice guy.
I got to hang out with him once in Zoom, and my husband came in and he's like, tell that man he ruined me for vaping. Because my husband and I both just loved the drop, and we didn't know who crafted it. We just saw that it had a lot of reviews on Vaping 360 or something, like some review thing. And I thought it was like a whole group of people at the time that review stuff, and then they pick out the best of the best, not knowing it was just like one person. And I was like, it's a general consensus that the drop is the best, so we need to get that thing.
Vaping 360 is pretty active on Twitter.
I found that out. At the time, I was just Googling stuff. I didn't really know about the YouTube scene yet.
Yeah. And then into the rabbit hole you went, huh?
Yep, dark hole from there. And then next thing you know, I'm on a show with the guy that created the drop, and I'm like, what? What?
That's kind of weird. That's crazy.
It was awesome.
Yeah. Life's little twists and turns. What kind of tea you got, Mr. Fresh?
That's not tea. That's apple cider.
Oh, good.
Yes, little apple cider action. Me and Brian's fresh from the kitchen.
I have tried the drop dead.
I was telling Lumi about the display rack Brian had.
Yeah.
With the round baskets that rotated.
Yeah. That Amy picked up for him?
Yeah.
I want to see that. Amy finds some creative things. Like, follow her on Instagram. She was recently wearing socks with Brian's face all over them.
She's so funny. She is so funny. Ooh, put a drop of rich cinnamon into my apple cider.
I like the drop more. That's my opinion.
That probably would be pretty darn good.
Drop of apple filling.
I'm almost out of apple filling. I gotta conserve. Conserve till I order a big ass bottle of it.
You should be alright with just to drop a Thai apple in there.
Yeah, Thai apple. So good. So good. So many good ideas. Blueberry crumble bar. Mrs. Swag approved. I mean, it is the best cinnamon flavor. The best cinnamon flavor by a long shot. Blueberry crumble bar. How would we go about doing it? Well, we could do Tam's cobbler base and then add blueberry and cinnamon sugar to it.
What's Tam's cobbler base?
I forget. Is it sweet dough? I think she did it on ELR. Let me double check.
If I had a better memory, I would know because I remember we're talking about it.
Wow, breaking stuff.
I did. I just threw everything.
Gravity check.
Yeah. Not having a cat around to help me.
I've
Where is the kitty
concluded.
tonight?
Padme's asleep on the couch last I saw her.
I've concluded that whenever I get the new shelves hung up that are sitting right there, if I start getting to the point where I can no longer fit flavorings on that, I'm doing no more flavor purchases.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody timestamp that, please. Can we get that in clip form?
Jungle Flavors biscuit, Wonder Flavors
Just for posterity.
Wonder Flavors cookie butter, and Sweet Dough by Flavora.
Sounds good.
And then do some VSO strawberry, a little bit of boysenberry raspberry maybe on top of that. So do like 4. So yeah, I would do the cobbler base. I'll just do it this way.
Can I make a strange fat guy suggestion to that?
Sure.
A slight touch of yellow cake.
Like a little Flavor West yellow cake?
Yeah, just a little bit, just to help give it the crumble flavor, so it's not just the whatchamacallit, cobbler base.
Okay. Flavor West yellow cake at probably 0.5.
Yeah, you wouldn't need to go crazy with it.
Ooh, Carnival Row started working on season 2
Season
casts.
2, yeah.
I'm still
that's-
over here hunting down TV shows because this is a more dangerous rabbit hole than I was anticipating.
I think that's the last one that I never got to finish out. I finished The Boys, I finished The Witcher.
Oh, The Boys.
Mandalorian finished.
Boys.
The ending of The Boys fucked me up a little bit because I was completely thinking it was going a whole different direction. And then I was like, oh shit, look at this. I was so wrong, and this is going to get very interesting.
How could you forget about The Boys? The season 2 trailer's already out.
Really?
Yeah. Oh my god. Really, guys?
Hey, I've been in mourning all day, okay? We lost a legend today.
Yeah,
What
but
part
at
of
least
Kitty.
I amused you with my adventures in Target.
That's Ivana.
True. Larry and I were mourning today because we lost a legend.
I was too busy adventuring Target, and Larry and Meter got to realize I really am a creeper in person just as much as I am online.
Neil Peart.
Yep.
I made an old man
One and only.
shake his head.
Larry and I spent the afternoon watching old mullet-filled Rush videos.
Yeah.
Glorious
Guys.
fucking mullet videos.
So many times. They were
Fucking
so
great,
good.
man. There'll never be another one like him.
I was so
We were
close-
talking earlier.
So close to the border of Canada, I got to see him so many times.
Nice. No, we were talking earlier, like if they did a tribute for him, like who could they even get to come and try and play some of the crazy shit that he could do that isn't already doing that kind of crazy shit with their own band? Because they were talking about doing a possible like get together after Neil Peart retired because he was getting sick anyway. But like who can fill those shoes, man? Yeah, see, Matt's on the same page that we were. That's the first thing that we said. The first name that comes to mind is Danny Carey. But you figure he's got Tool tour going on. He's got his jazz band. Plus, he's got just his jazz, like, instrumental or instructional series that he's doing now. Like, that dude's 9 times busier than he should be anyway.
So Jail Time Flavors, I did a blueberry crumble bar for you. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Kenny B season 2 of Ozark is already out. Season 3 should be out in a bit. Next couple months, I want to say season 3 of Ozark is coming out. Ozark's amazing for anybody who hasn't checked that show out.
I can't believe The Mandalorian's not coming out again until the fall.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we do have what's the first Disney Plus Marvel series that's coming?
WandaVision.
Is it Loki or is it WandaVision?
They upped WandaVision. It's coming out in May of this year now. They upped it from next year till this year. It's coming out this summer.
Yeah, so WandaVision's going to be amazing.
I take that back. They announced it was coming out this summer before the director for Doctor Strange 2 just bailed on the project day before yesterday. Because the WandaVision series is literally going to tie into the beginning of Doctor Strange 2.
So he bailed on that. He bailed on Doctor Strange 2?
He bailed on Doctor Strange 2. He said it was under amicable conditions, and he's staying on as executive producer, but he stepped completely out of the director role and is not going to do any more properties with them ever again. He is officially out of the Marvel Universe now.
Damn, son.
Yeah, so there's a lot of speculation as to how big the ripples from him leaving are really going to be because of the implications with WandaVision getting bumped up and literally them saying it's going to tie directly into Doctor Strange 2. So,
Lady Love and Rebecca Martinez.
Hey.
I have a feeling I'm not going to watch most of these shows that I'm over here writing down.
It's hard enough to get you to sit down and watch a movie.
it's true.
I sit at my computer and I'm on so many streams that the second I'm not streaming anymore, I am running around doing crazy Loomy shit or hanging out with Mr. Meter and Adam Pilar, Cheeks, and Larry.
True.
And at that point, I'm just sitting back in my chair doing wild, stupid shit. Because I'm not sitting at my computer.
I wonder who they could get to fill in for the Doctor Strange 2 director.
Well, and that's one of the things is that's part of the controversy going around with it right now is that the director came out and said that this is going to be the first legitimate horror movie in the Marvel universe. And then Kevin Feige came out last week and did an interview and said that was an over-exaggeration. This isn't going to be a horror movie. It's just going to be your typical style Marvel storytelling movie with scary parts in it. And then the next day, the director tweeted, "The enemy of all art is studio deadlines." The day after that, he resigns from the project as director. So it's like there's some shakeups going on in the MCU right now on the behind the scenes side of it.
Well, Feige's in charge of all of it now, so
yeah, he's running the whole show, and it looks like the director was butting heads with him, and that's maybe what started this. So
good for not backing down from his vision. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you absolutely got to give it to him, man. Like, he knows where he wants to go with this. He knows how he wants to get there, and he's not willing to compromise to do it. And he's been pretty fucking right on so far, so it's really hard to argue with how he's going about it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it from both sides because Doctor Strange 1 was part of the reason why the MCU is so huge, and it opened so many doors, and they were supposed to follow through with that in this one. And if Feige isn't letting him do that, and it was enough to where he just bailed altogether, like, yeesh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right, Bonna.
I got pretty pissy. It's not been concrete yet, but there's been rumor for recasting that Zendaya chick from Spider-Man.
They're gonna recast Mary Jane. She's like
There's,
the.
like-
She's like one of the best parts of the Spider-Man series.
That's what I'm really like. I hope they don't do it, but it's just been a rumored thing that's been going around, and people have been losing their ever living shit because they said it was something with the fact that now it's pure Marvel and Sony's not going to be a part of it or something.
That may have been an old update
Yeah, that might have been
because they're
something
back to
older.
they're back to playing ball again.
Yeah,
they
they're
signed
back
a
to,
new
back to
deal.
being friends.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah, they offered him more money, so everything was back on the table again.
She was awesome because of the murder. Oh, I'm sorry, Lady Love. I'm sorry you lost one of the fur babies.
Oh, that's no bueno.
Oh, that's a
Yeah.
bummer.
That's one thing. If I ever got a wish, it'd be pets could live as long as us.
That's why I got my cat cremated, and for the urn I picked out, it says "Until we meet again" on Rainbow Bridge at the top.
Lumi's
Because
crossing the Rainbow Bridge.
if there is anything, I will fucking set shit on fire if you don't. Like, if there's an afterlife and you don't let me pick up my fucking animals, I will raise hell.
Maybe they'll pick you up over the Rainbow Bridge.
They better find their way to me, because I will flip shit. If I don't get my animals back and there's some kind of an afterlife, I will flip shit.
The Rainbow Bridge is like a 3/4 of a mile from where I work, Lumi.
Bifrost.
It goes from Niagara Falls to Canada, to Niagara Falls, Canada.
Well, I
Niagara
think
Falls,
Meter
New York.
Meter may be right that it's the Bifrost and that our animals are over in. Oh, what's?
I mean, I'm just saying. What's her name? Lady Sif is running the show now. She's the new Heimdall. She's got the sword. She's got the eyes. She's running the show.
When the fuck did that happen?
In about 8 months?
Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder.
Yep.
What?
Yeah. See, this is the part where you got to keep up with the movies. Have you seen Endgame yet?
Yeah.
So you remember the thing that happens with him in Endgame? But you gotta have a new one.
When's Love and Thunder, though?
Next.
It's November.
Next November, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Is
it's
there
November.
a trailer for it already?
No.
No, not yet. I'll link you to some cool stuff about it after the show. There's all sorts of neat shit. It's tying way heavier into the comics than the previous Thors have, and there's some real neat shit that's supposed to be coming out in this one.
This list is getting absurd. I'm never gonna get through it. I have New Mutants, Black Widow, Love and Thunder, Doctor Strange, Killing Eve. Like, things I need to watch for and look up. Carnival Row, Witcher, The Boys already has a season 2 trailer, Mandalorian, Ninja Nanny. Just writing down a to-know list because I haven't kept up with the new Marvel stuff that's been coming out for this year because I was pretty devastated when the stuff happened in the last Avengers movie, and I was like, eh.
Like, Marvel is crushing the movies and then soon to be the TV side of it right now, and DC is fucking absolutely blowing the comic side out of the water right now. There are so many fucking great DC comics out right now.
The new Wonder Woman movie that's coming out.
Wonder Woman
I saw
84.
the trailer. I
Yep,
saw the
Wonder Woman
trailer
84.
for that. I need to write that down on my list. Because
Later, Greg.
Good
Hey,
night.
Craig.
DC, in my opinion, started really falling off the deep end with their movies.
They're
Well,
not
They had.
they're
been
not
for
as
a
good as
while.
Marvel. Yeah, they're not on the Marvel level. They're the Bellator of the movie world, as it were. They're not the worst, but they're definitely not the major leagues yet.
See,
And then
I thought Aquaman was a lot of fun. I thought Justice League had some fun moments. But Wonder Woman was fantastic. Wonder Woman 84 will be fantastic.
Yeah.
And then they announced they're doing Flashpoint, which is going to be awesome.
I get really pissy because I watch the TV shows, so the only reason why I haven't seen the Justice League yet, like there's two reasons I haven't watched these two yet. Justin League or Justice League?
Justin League.
The Justin League.
Was
Oh,
because
can we get JT? Can we get Timberlake?
Ooh.
He could be Green Lantern.
I got really upset over the fact I watched the TV shows and then they recasted the TV characters for the Justice League. Like, I know there's multiple universes, blah, blah, blah. But I tend to be one of those loyal folk. And then I haven't watched Aquaman because it's water Thor.
Ezra did pretty fucking good, though.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy the Flash series, but Ezra did pretty fucking good in the movie. He really embodied the neuroticness that he really is supposed to have from the comics. He's not supposed to be the smooth, suave dude all the time.
Yep.
The TV show kind of makes him very debonair a lot more than he should be because he's still a young guy, and there's still a lot of shit that he's dealing with as a young person, and he sometimes gets a little fucking weird.
There's a new movie that's coming out or just came out recently with Benedict Cumberbatch, and it's based off of a year. It's a war movie. Which one?
1917.
1917?
Gotta remember to Google that too.
That's supposed to be one of the best movies of the year. It's because it's filmed like it's all one shot. So
I'm excited. Like, I remember seeing that on a trailer somewhere when we were all hanging out together, and I was like, I want to watch that, and it just recently got released, I think. Just keeping up my list. I'm gonna have to move on to a second page because I filled in all the blanks.
oh hey, I made the front page. I made the front page of all the flavors again. Yay!
Awesome, fresh.
I was on the front page briefly.
You were on the front page.
True, we seen it.
It's kind of cool, right?
I felt a little special.
All right.
Because I thought for sure I was gonna go in there and fuck up everything.
all the flavors.
I was waiting for them to be like, who the fuck is this chick and why is she on here? Like, I don't remember which recipe it was, but I posted it like 3 different times on the Mix and Vixens website thingy because I was just trying to save it once and I kept backing out of it and resaving it. And this happened about 9 times and 3 of them apparently saved. Apparently after 3 it wasn't having it anymore.
So fresh, don't get the triple berry Poland Springs. Pretty gross.
Oh. Okay, I'm actually working on a recipe as we speak.
I'm still
What you
Googling.
making?
It's gonna be strawberries and cream, of course. But I
23 flavors.
3 flavors.
Wonder flavors, strawberry. No.
Cheesecake, you got it.
Jake Ryan, that was the other thing I need to put on here.
Oh, Jack Ryan?
Yeah,
Jake Ryan?
sure. I'm trying to remember stuff, and for some reason I'm all the way deep into 1206 and I still haven't seen it recommended to me. And they have it listed by rating, so that's a damn shame that it's this far down and I still haven't found it yet. Unless it wasn't 2019.
Jack Ryan? No, Jack Ryan was 18.
Oh, that would explain why I'm not finding it. And then I've heard more bustling about the Lord of the Rings show on Amazon.
That'll be at the end of this year. And then shortly after that, actually it might be the end of this year too, is because they're already filming Wheel of Time. The Wheel of Time series is going to be coming out. So
What's that about?
That's about how much can I give away without spoilers? Without spoiling too awful much. The Wheel of Time is about 3 kids from a village that have basically been up in the mountains their whole life, and there's a prophecy about one of them being the savior of the world or the destroyer of the world. Could be the savior or the destroyer of the world. So basically, it's things start happening and they have to leave their village and they have to go out into the wider world, and from there it gets crazy. It's a 13-book series.
Wow.
13-book series, and their goal is to cover one book per season. So theoretically, they could do up to 13 seasons of it. I don't know how long the actors will stick around or if they'll do it, but I'm really hopeful because it's one of the best book series of all time.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lot of people's introduction to like really epic heavy fantasy. And so a lot of people that read fantasy books like me, I don't read a whole lot of anything outside of the fantasy realm. I remember reading it starting to read it in like sixth grade.
Oh,
I want to
wow.
say I'd read like some Tolkien and some Stephen King and things like that before that, but I started reading that in like sixth grade, and I remember rereading it every time a new book came out. I reread the series book for book every time a new book came out up till the 13th book, and then I actually took when the final book came out, I took a vacation to Reno, and I went down to Reno, checked into a hotel room, and read the last book, went out and partied, came back and reread the last book. So I read the last book twice in a weekend.
Go to Planet Hollywood?
No. Is there a Planet Hollywood in Reno?
In Reno, yeah.
No, I was at what's that place called? It's attached to Circus and another one. I always forget the name of it.
You know what the best part about Reno is? It's
What's
pretty
that?
close it's pretty close to Lake Tahoe.
Uh,
Was Shazam any good?
Shazam was great. Silver Legacy. That's where I was. I was at the Silver Legacy.
Lumi's on a roll.
Shazam's fantastic. That is a really, really fun movie.
Alright, I just put Shazam, Long Shot, Captain Marvel, John Wick 1, 2, 3, Pikachu, Zombieland, because it has Emma Stone in it, and I really like Emma Stone.
She's hilarious in Zombieland and Zombieland 2.
I'm working on it. And then I just saw The Long Shot, which has Seth Rogen. I liked him in a lot of his goofy videos, so we're making my list, guys. So eventually we'll start checking these things off. Hustle? That's got Anne Hathaway in it. That might be a good one. And the chick from Pitch Perfect.
Anna Kendrick?
No, Fat Amy.
Rebel Wilson.
Rebel
Rebel Wilson, Anne Hathaway. That sounds like it's going to be an interesting one. I gotta put that on the list. I'm having way too much fun over here.
Emma Stone, I love it when she comes on Jimmy Fallon show.
Yeah, you can tell they've been friends for a while.
Yeah.
What about Alita?
Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah,
That's really good too.
It was pretty good.
I'm never actually going to watch all of these, but I'm making a list at least. What? Samuel L. Jackson's Shaft? What is that?
Yep.
I guess it's not really a remake. It's kind of a sequel-ish. It's like Shaft: The Next Generation.
This End Divine Raspberry Donut took a while to come around, but it finally did.
My raspberry donut did not do what I hoped it would do. That's okay. You live and you learn. You live and you learn.
Squeaks.
It wasn't me. All right. I got all the movie gurus here. What was this other one that I saw? I wasn't. It just looks badass because she's wearing leather. Anna?
Anna.
She's wearing leather and she's got 2 guns with silencers on them.
Who's in it?
I don't know.
You gotta remember, Hollywood loves to do that. They love to create a movie poster to intrigue you, and then you see the movie and you're like, oh, that was shit.
They didn't make 7 underworld movies for no reason. Kate Beckinsale in leather outfits.
That's true. That is a strong franchise. Hannah. That came out that came out in February. Hannah was really good.
It's Anna. It's a crime thriller. Beneath a woman's striking beauty lies a secret that will unleash her incredible strength and skill to become one of the most feared assassins on the planet.
No, I'm saying there's a TV show on Netflix called Hannah.
Oh.
That's really good.
When that
wasn't that the series based on the book/movie?
Yes.
Because that movie was fucking spectacular. That was one of those like brain fuck kind of action movies.
Yeah, that's the TV show. Really digs into that.
Look into that. Because that was a crazy fucking story to begin with, and the movie was really fucking good, I think.
Yeah, I love that. That movie was great. But yeah, everything gets more in depth. Everything gets more in depth. The people she meets and hangs out with, her dad's backstory. That's where. What was that show on Netflix that was so freaking good? Where everybody's in an android body.
Everybody's an android body.
Fresh been going at my pals a lot.
Even Addie Tooney, we really liked it.
Oh. Sorry, Fresh, it's not coming to me.
Was it in 2019 or was it 2018?
I Spit on Your Grave. Deja Vu.
Glow's awesome. If you like wrestling at all. Umbrella Academy was awesome. Holy cow, I forgot about Umbrella Academy. How did I forget that?
I didn't put that on my list. I kind of passed by it.
That's some really fun superhero stuff.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Fine, it'll go on the list.
The OA had a second season, which was awesome. Oh, come on, it was... You guys, when I say it, everybody's going to flip out. Someone's probably said it in the comments already.
Altered Carbon, that's it.
Altered Carbon. There we go.
That's not robot bodies.
The guy who... They were cyborgish bodies. Anyway. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's where Joel Kinnaman went, didn't it?
Yeah, that's where Joel Kinnaman went.
Yeah,
he went over to do the Hannah series.
That's right. That's why he didn't come back for season 2.
Yep. So if you like Joel Kinnaman, who's a really, really good actor.
He's fucking awesome. He's part of what made Altered Carbon so fucking great in the first season.
Oh no, did I make 60 mils of this? Oh, you son of a bitch. I did make 60 mils of this. I don't even know if it's going to be any good. Oh well. Where's a 60 mil bottle?
I got faith in you, Fresh.
I'm
What are you guys doing? What do you guys have planned for Tuesday, Fresh?
For Tuesday? I mean, we've been talking about doing that, doing a VSO pumpkin show where we just mix with VSO pumpkin. So, I mean, that's certainly an option.
I'm loving that pumpkin donut I put together. When are you going to talk Brian to coming back for a special guest appearance?
The last time I spoke to him, he was really open to it, so hopefully not long. Because I miss B-Ray. I always miss B-Ray, though.
Uh-oh, now we're starting to get into the part where I don't know where I'm going anymore.
Lumi's lost?
People are trying to compare Sonic the Hedgehog to Baby Yoda, and they're fucking greatly mistaken if they think it's cuter than Baby Yoda.
What, the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog
Yeah.
versus Baby Yoda? There's no
Yep.
comparison there. Baby Yoda was the cutest frickin' thing. Alright. There we go. Now we'll make a 60 mil.
I hate to say it, but they tried to compare him to Groot too, and Groot was pretty fucking adorable, but Baby Yoda overtook Groot too.
All it took was one look in those little eyes. Those little black eyes.
Oh, Venom 2?
Yep, Venom 2. It's going to have Carnage in it. Woody Harrelson playing Carnage. That's actually probably going to be freaking hilarious.
Making
I
my
thi-
list.
I
Check
think
it twice.
Venom was a really underappreciated movie, I thought.
I
It was
appreciate
it was fun.
I don't
I
think
still
this-
haven't seen it yet.
Like that's like anybody who went into it with expectations that it was going to be something other than what it was, which was just a kind of a funny superhero movie.
I enjoyed it. I wasn't.
I mean, it didn't change the world, but it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I was more disappointed watching DC movies than I was watching that. So they didn't upset me too much.
And they're going to do a Spider-Man Venom crossover too. At some point.
Yep.
The two Toms meeting at last.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Legally Blonde 3? Is that the legal chick that does like the lawyering stuff with the pink stuff everywhere?
Yep.
Reese Witherspoon.
Oh. I thought that was over a while ago. And why does it smell like Chinese food?
Is my roommate
the
making Chinese food?
Burritos tonight, Mr. Fresh?
Oh, we're snowed in, Addie Tooney.
Oh, are you?
I wasn't joking about blizzard conditions. Yeah, well, our plan is maybe venture out Sunday. I'm gonna go out probably on my cyclocross bike because I really need to drop off those packages. I really do. But yeah, it was over 5 inches of snow today from like 11 until 6. So it was continuous snow that was just swirling everywhere, and then we're supposed to get another, I think 3 to 5 tonight overnight. So probably up somewhere between 6 and 8 inches. By tomorrow morning, and then we're supposed to get like an inch off and on for the next 2 weeks. So it's
Wow.
just gonna
So you
keep
got a
piling.
lot of drifting.
Yeah.
Do your town have a lot of snow moving equipment?
Oh yeah.
Is that jerky?
I thought I smelled Chinese. That was close.
Jerky.
Yeah.
There's probably soy
Teriyaki
sauce in
jerky?
there.
I don't
A lot
know.
of people put soy sauce in there.
The in-law made it. I'm over here like it smells like somebody's making like beef lo mein or something. This is awesome. It's jerky. My husband got 9 pieces and they only gave me 3 pieces. I'm pretty upset and I'm gonna write about it on Sunday.
As you should. This is gonna be. I can hear
What
my
we got
roommate
planned
making
tomorrow?
dinner though. That tells me I should probably stop messing around and get this recipe down.
What's the game plan tomorrow? We have one fresh ED?
What would you like to do, Addie Tooney? What sounds good to Addie Tooney? Because that's what sounds good to me.
Let me think about it for a minute or two.
We could do another Wishing Well episode for the brush fire. And that way everybody goes and starts donating for their tickets and getting them in for. That way they double down. They get tickets from Pippa for the raffles, and they get recipes from us. We could do that.
I like that idea.
So there you go, everybody. We're gonna be making whatever you tell us to tomorrow. Does that sound fair? Everybody like that idea? Oh, Twin Peaks season 3. Yes.
Oh, I gotta watch the new Jumanji movie too. I think that's still in theaters though.
It is. Oh, there's the show stealer. Come on over, Mimi. Say hi.
There's no way this list is getting done.
No.
No, it is not. Come on, Mimi.
I did the first page. Well, that's the first page, and then I started working on the second page, and I had to start writing up here because I'm running out of space.
Well, it's always good to have options, Lumi.
Yeah, if I'm ever just.
Oh, you're singing tonight.
Wow.
She's singing for everybody tonight. Sing, Mimi, sing. Nope, you guys just get one sweet note. Ow. Thank you, I guess. Oh, you're gonna show your butthole to the camera again? My favorite thing to do. She is a very pretty kitty. She's a very pretty kitty. Not that you guys can see all that much of her. It's kind of dark in here, but she's a Russian blue. So if you want to know what Padme looks like, go look at Russian blue. Or I could just post a picture of her on Instagram, I suppose. But there she is.
Give me that keyboard, you man.
That's exactly what she wants. She says, I don't want to play around with you. Shaking your bottles and stuff. I just want to make sweet, sweet kitty love to that keyboard. It's actually pretty good off the knuckle. You're going over there? Okay. That needs a steep. All right. Well, hopefully that comes around like the knuckle.
What'd you put together, Fresh?
So it was Cream Dream, Strawberry Juicy by Wonder Flavors, and Strawberry Cheesecake by Wonder Flavors. I don't think it could go wrong.
No.
So we'll let that steep for magical 3 days for the strawberries. Then we'll be good.
I'm over here just hovering my nose, leaning into the jerky while Google-fooing. Google-fooing? There we go. This is not going to end well.
A Lithuanian blue? I mean, does Lithuania really exist anymore? Right, Mimi? I'll post a picture of her on Instagram real quick. That way you guys can all go check out Padme if you want.
I want to get a picture because whenever I get up and leave my room, Tira hops into my chair and then sits in it all proper-like. And it just says filthy casual behind her, so I want to get a picture of her in the chair, but when I walk back towards the door, she hops back out like, I wasn't on your chair. Hoodlums.
We're so lucky the temperature's not super cold because we're supposed to get like 3 inches of rain over the next 2 days. That would be a lot of snow.
I want no cold weather. Everybody else can keep it. I don't want it.
There you go, everybody. There's pictures of actually both my cats. I got Padme and Ivana are both up there. All right.
Oh, I think Local Vape still has a BOGO sale going on with M Turk and Lane Cove and a bunch of different other e-liquids.
You should go get some of that Lane Cove line and the Turk line. Turk line's pretty darn good too.
Yeah.
And the people behind the lines are actually both pretty decent people in the community.
Yep. Yep.
So, but yeah, I think we should. I think we should get the heck on out of here so Tommy Vapors can do a thing. And we'll do our. We'll do a wishing well for the Australians tomorrow. You guys can bring $5 and get a recipe. And then we'll do five. We'll just do $5 per recipe, and then if you want to donate more, we'll allow you creative input on who mixes your recipe and who does what. So that sounds fun.
Does.
Sounds fun. Plus, it gives us an excuse to get creative and flex our muscles. Right, Lumi?
I mean, I'll be asleep. You won't be getting any Lumi flexing.
I mean, I could just start messaging you like hardcore, starting at like 4 in the morning, and just keep you up. Just send you all the Baby Yoda gifs I can find, all the Mandalorian gifs.
Do you know whose phone is always, always, always on silent?
Fresh 03s?
Mine. It's always on silent, so good luck.
I'll just message Nick.
His is always on silent, too. You don't even have Nick's number.
Nick, fart on her head. How do you know? You don't know what me and Nick get up to.
Nick tried to tell me he was going to Simba shit me in the face last night. I was not having it. Because when I was putting Tyr outside, I turned the back light off for the back porch, and he was walking outside trying to find Heimdall's line. And I was like, I would have laughed my ass off while you were looking for the line if you'd stuck your finger into a pile of poop. And he's like, I would have come back here and Simba to your forehead with it. And I was like, you'd be fucking sleeping on the couch, motherfucker. I was like, I've been nice and sleeping on the futon when I can't handle staying up past your bedtime. You're gonna be the one sleeping on the couch this time, motherfucker.
Yes, you can, Amber K. Yes, you can. You can request some VSO pumpkin. Just we'll mix up whatever you want. So, but we'll do that. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll keep that in mind, though. I'll keep that in mind that you want something with VSO pumpkin. All right. So, Lumi, besides getting your forehead Simba'd with dog poop, where could people possibly find you out in the wild doing things?
I got so many tabs open for movies. Hold on, I got this. Oh. There we go.
What's up, Alexander?
Alright, so normally on Fridays after the stream, I normally stream on Twitch, but we have been working very thoroughly on some meter stuff. So after this, Meter and I will be stress testing and possibly having a bunch of shenanigans over there because we need to make sure that the stream can run for several hours without it crashing before we send a Meter off into the world. So Meter and I are just going to be dicking around for a few hours, making sure his computer can run the stream. Past that, you could find me on Twitch, Discord, Instagram, and Facebook. You need braids, resin stands, custom resin stands, help with DIY, just somebody to talk to.
Send Lumi the drops, she'll trade you some braids.
Yeah. I would say I do the same offer for the blotto, but I highly doubt anybody's giving up their blottos yet. So I'll wait a while longer before I trade braids for blottos. But, hey, if you want to, I'll do it.
With it being that restricted? Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
What's that, Fresh?
You do Lumi things. The blotto.
Oh.
With those 5mm Lumi braids in it?
There's a picture, Skinny Hippo, on my Discord. Did it
Skinny
last
Hippo
night.
did it?
Yep.
Well, Nick Devine put a 5mm 12-strand in one the other day for us.
I did see that.
That one I sent to Fidano.
I just don't know what the vape's gonna be. I just don't know what that vape's gonna be.
He wicked up and was vaping it.
Okay.
I'm willing to try it. If somebody doesn't like their blotto or their
Alright.
drop, I'll trade braids for it and give you your braids and value of whatever I find for the price of your RDA or RTA.
Okay. We'll send it over to Addie Tooney.
Fresh D, thanks for having me. Love hanging out with you guys. Love hanging out with chat. Yeah. I don't know. Hug the ones you love and tell them you love them, and enjoy them while they're here. And we'll see you tomorrow for some tasty mixing, hopefully.
Ryan, the bulk does not work for Lumi braids. I was the one who discovered that.
What do you mean? I discovered it too.
Yeah. The bulk does not work for Lumi braids stuff.
Very depressing. This
Yeah.
is why I trade braids now for them, so I don't keep just throwing money away.
All right. And last but not least, let's send it over to the Meter Vapes. Thank you for hanging out with us, brother.
Thank you for having me, Fresh. I appreciate it. Like Lumi mentioned, not immediately after this because we still have to regroup and then get all our shit together, but sometime in the next short while after we end the stream here, Lumi and I will be stress testing my channel here, the one that you will see in the chat, to make sure that the I'm No Joe show, which comes back in full next week, is fully set up and running. As long as everything goes good tonight, I will most likely do my first recap show of the year this weekend over on Mixer. It'll be up on YouTube next week. The links I dropped in the chat here. The first one is the Instagram for I'm No Joe. You get to post anytime I go live, whether it's for the I'm No Joe show, the recap show, or just any kind of craziness that's affiliated there. The YouTube link for all videos, I'm No Joe. And then the last link that I dropped there is the brand new one. This is the anchor.fm link for I'm No Joe. So if you enjoy Punchy Kiki Talk, if you enjoy the people that we get on the show, but you don't want to have to put up with this, and let's face it, I get it, I have mirrors, I wouldn't if I didn't have to. You can now get this in all audio on your podcast platform of choice. We are on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. We are everywhere now. So you don't have to deal with the fact that we're not all models, but we're still kind of funny. You can still enjoy us. But thanks again for having me, Fresh. I would look forward to next weekend. We get the first I'm No Joe full show back, and
Yes.
MMA's back in full swing in 2020.
Yes. Yes. I'm No Joe, one of my favorite cycling podcasts of all time, and it's just a really fun show, everybody. If you haven't checked out Meter's I'm No Joe podcast, go do yourself a favor and check it out. Even if you're really not into MMA, just listen to the bullshit that people come up with.
We have interesting shenanigans.
It's true. Manages to keep me up late nights.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, we get Fresh and TJ up way late, more often than you'd think.
Yep. So, that's all we got, everybody. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be doing the Brushfire Victim Wishing Well. That way you get to double down. You can put your money in for the tickets, send them to Pippa, and we'll be doing recipes for you. So, I think that sounds awesome. So, everybody be beautiful to each other. Educate, advocate, be good for this community. The actual Brushfire fundraising stream is going to start at 7 p.m. Eastern Sunday. So 4 p.m. Pacific. So check that out on Pippa's channel, DIY Down Under. And we'll see everybody later. You know what, Meter, I don't know that I've ever heard you stew me out. Yes, you have.
I think so.
Can you stew me out?
What happened? I absolutely can. So remember, folks, as you go throughout your week, try to be decent to someone, if you can, and get off your butts and vape.
Bye.
Bye. Friday night, man.